Hello, guys. We have to study today the importance of soil microbes. In previous class, we have talked a little bit about the microorganisms, of soil microbes importance, and today we have to talk about the importance of the soil. So first of all, we have to see soil microbes are microscopic organisms living in soil. These includes bacteria, fungi, protozoans, algae, and actinomycetes. They play an important role in maintaining soil health and ecosystem balance. Secondly, types of microorganisms which are present in soil bacteria. Bacteria are the most abundant microbial population in soil. Secondly, the most abundant microbial population is fungi, which are responsible to decompose organic material. And third one, microbial population is protozoa, feed on bacteria and release nutrients. Third one is algae contribute to the soil fertility because the algae is responsible to convert environmental carbon dioxide into organic form. And thirdly, if you will see here, the actinomycete help break down the complex minerals. So microbes play a vital role in nutrient cycle. Microorganisms are responsible to decompose organic matter from the soil. When they are decomposing organic matter from soil, so what happens? The elements which are present in organic matter, these elements are releasing and converting into their simplest and original form and going into the soil. Suppose which are the essential elements in organic matter: carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur. These elements, when these are present inside of living organisms, so these are complex forms. When the organism is going to dead, this is going into the soil, microorganisms converting this organic matter into its elemental form. Breakdown of organic matter takes place. In that result, the elements, suppose every living organism, every organic material contains elements. So these elements are going to separate and go into the soil. Convert nutrients into the form plants can absorb. Okay, what happens whenever these elements are going to be released from organic material, these are going into the soil. And we believe soil contains water and the plant group. These elements, some are going to be dissolved in water and some are living as which is in gaseous form into the atmosphere. So what happens? These elements, these nutrients are absorbed by the plant roots and in aerial portion synthesis, photosynthetic process is taking place. Due to that, what happens, organic material is formed. So second more main important thing of the soil microorganisms are responsible of the nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation. Because nitrogen is the second most required element for the synthesis of the organic material. If you will see inside of the living organism, carbon required as huge among the secondary nitrogen. This nitrogen is the most unstable compound and present mostly in atmosphere. So living organisms which are present on this planet are unable to take nitrogen from atmosphere directly. So what happens? There are some microbial strains, some microbial populations which are converting this atmospheric nitrogen into organic form. So certain bacteria convert atmospheric nitrogen into usable form, converted into it is organic form. In result of that, what happens? The atmospheric nitrogen comes into the soil and what microorganisms converting it into organic form. Now this nitrogen is available for the plant in form of nitrogen, in form of nitrate, in form of ammonia. Because in soil it converts from one phase to another phase. and another phase, second phase to third phase. And if you will take the example of the such microorganisms, are the uh, rhizobium, legume, the plants which have legumes which have nodules at their roots, and these nodules containing nitrogen fixed bacteria, which are converting environmental nitrogen into organic form. So what happens due to these activities? Actually, microorganisms improving the soil structure, soil function, and soil productivity because organic materials are coming from different ways into the soil. Microbes converting these organic matters into elemental form. These elements are going in soil, which will be soil, which will be dissolved in water, and the plant roots will absorb these nutrients for their growth. And due to photosynthesis, this organic matter, this uh, elemental form of compounds will convert into organic form. So what happens when these elements are going in soil, plant roots start absorbing it from soil, so soil aggregates, improve soil aggregation. So plant roots are holding the soil together, so it strengthens the plant roots. So what happens in this due to this situation? Enhanced aeration and water retention. When soil aggregates are increased due to plant roots, due to microbial conversion of the organic matter into elemental form, colloidal solutions are forming here. So what happens? The aggregate size is going to increase, and this increases the aeration and the water retention in the soil. Third one, functioning and importance of the microorganisms in soil disease suppression. Microorganisms are responsible. Several microorganisms with the RPL, which are used, which have functions to control the pathogenic microorganisms in soil. Because if you will see in soil or in plant roots, what happens? Plants are releasing specific nutrients, specific compounds, and these are supporting to the specific microbial population, and these microbial population producing essential compounds are elementals for the growth of the plant. So what happens? Here is a specific microbial community is developed. Whenever any new microorganism in form of pathogen is trying to come and to attack the plant roots, these microorganisms are suppressing as such microorganisms by producing antimicrobial agents. And because one thing is this is the one way. And second thing, the invading microorganism, pathogenic microorganisms have less potential to compete for the nutrients compared to the local microbial population. Because the community which is developed over there, these are trained to get to acquire nutrients from atmosphere, from that ecological system, and new invading or new coming microorganisms cannot compete for the nutrition with the local microbial population. And sometimes these microbial populations which are local, they are producing antibiotics to inhibit the growth of such pathogenic microorganisms. And this thing, improvement for the sustainable agriculture, microbial populations are responsible to improve the soil. If microbial population is good, active, and functional, it means elemental cycling is taking place very fast. No organic material will live intactly in form of the organic material. Active microbial populations will convert this organic material into elemental form. It will improve soil health, soil fertility. When soil fertility is more, it is productivity and growth of plants, vegetation, or anything which we are growing in the soil. It is productivity will improve. And in such a way, because this cycle is going on, and going on, so it retains the nutrients in soil and retains the soil fertility for a longer time. That you concludes. Soil microbes are essential for health, support plant growth and nutrient availability, protect ecosystem, and ensure sustainable agriculture. So these are some points uh, which we have studied. So up to this, we have to stop here. Second time.